Hey, this is James Francis. I hope you're having a great day and welcome to this Q&A video where I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys and girls have submitted to me over the last few weeks about your online business. Before we get started, I have two quick things I want to talk about. Number one is that I have a brand new microphone which is going to be giving better audio quality than the previous few videos, because I do know that the audio quality wasn't the best in the previous video. I did actually set up a much better microphone, but it ran out of space after 5 minutes of recording, which was really annoying. So I've just bought a brand new microphone, which for anyone who cares or knows about this sort of stuff, it's the Rode VideoMic Pro, which apparently is something that professionals use, hence the name, or at least that's why I bought it anyway, because I saw Pro and I thought, I'm a pro, so I'll get that. So that's what I'm recording with today. The second thing is I'm going to be doing these videos on a more regular basis because I feel that I've had a lot of good feedback about them and you guys and girls are obviously enjoying them due to the comments I've received, so I'm going to be doing them on a more regular basis. So if you do want to submit your questions, feel free to do so below this video. Either if you're watching it on YouTube, it'll be in the description box below this video. You can submit your own questions there, or if it's on my blog at jamesfrancis.com, you can obviously submit your questions at the link below the video if you're watching it on there. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with the questions. So question number 1 of 6, by the way. I've shortened it down from 10 because 10 made it last like a 30 billion hour video. So in this case, I'm going to try to keep it a bit shorter. So question number 1 is, how long does it take to get to $100 a day profit coming in? And that's a great question, and there's not really like a 31 days and 3 hours response I can give you, nothing that specific. I wish I could, believe me. However, the answer is as quickly as it takes you to implement the correct steps. That's really it. If you have other commitments in life, if you work a day job, for example, and you have a busy, hectic family life when you get home from work, then you're not going to be able to commit as much time or effort or energy into your online business compared to if you had all day to work on it, right? And therefore, the people who have more time and commitment to implementing the steps are the people who get the fastest results. That's just how it is, unfortunately. So to get to $100 per day, it took me I would say about 6 to 8 months or so of actually doing this stuff seriously. And I'm not talking about looking at shiny objects and just kind of thinking of it as like a pipe dream, but I'm talking like 6 to 8 weeks of actually implementing what I learned and seeing it more as a business, okay? But that, of course, was when I was at university during the day, and I was working a part-time job as well. So, if you were to do things a lot quicker, if you had more time available to do that, then it would be a lot faster. But of course, again, that's assuming you have the right steps to implement. Question number 2 is, how much money will it cost me to get started? Which, before we go any further, it's not about what it costs you, because a business is not just about shelling out money and hoping for the best. It's all about an investment. You should be seeing things as investments in your future results. You put $1 in or £1 in, which we'll talk about shortly in the currency section, and get much more money back out again. That's what a business is. It's not just a big money pit where you continuously throw money into this big bottomless pit. Goodbye, money, I don't need you anymore. That's not a business, that's just a hobby. Instead, you should be investing a small amount into your business and getting a much larger amount back, okay? So with that said, how much money will it cost, or will I have to invest? That's the better way of saying it, to get started. And what will be expected of me to make a profit from this opportunity? The other thing I want to talk about is, this is not really an opportunity. It's not like you too can get rich from home, working from home in your pajamas. It's not an opportunity. When you run an online business, you need to see it as something that's serious, and not that you just put something online and you instantly get a flood of cash into your account. That's not what a business is. And if you want something like that, go and sign up to Empower Network and then hope for the best and get no results and then come back to me 6 months from now, which just happens so many times I can't explain how many times that's happened. So to save you all of that effort, in my experience, all you need, and this is what I tell my coaching clients as well, you need an Aweber account, which is a free trial for, and that noise is my dog, by the way, Tyson, who's just taking a sip of drink of water. So in terms of Aweber, that will cost roughly a free trial for 30 days, and then it's roughly $7 or maybe $10 or something per month. But it's only a very small amount if you think of it on a weekly basis. It's not a lot at all, which enables you to grow your email list. Now, we'll talk about Aweber in a separate question, but that's one thing. The other thing is your hosting account, which is what displays your website. Again, that will cost you $10 a month. That's it. And if you were to imagine opening a store in real life or a shop in real life, you would have to pay a lot more than that to set up that store, right? You would have to pay literally hundreds or even thousands of dollars in rent to be able to afford the place to open it. So to me, that's a no-brainer. $10 a month just to be able to have a business, it's a no-brainer. So far that works out to roughly $15 to $20 a month. And then you have optional things from then on. So we have stuff like lead pages, which enables you to create your own web pages. And the list goes on and on and on that you can add on to your business, but none of them are necessary. The two necessary things are Aweber and a hosting account, which comes with a free domain name if you use somebody like Midphase, which includes a free domain name with a hosting account. So you can get started for $20 a month. That's it. If you're committed and serious and you prefer to spend your time and effort instead of money on traffic, then you can get free traffic with, writing articles and guest posting and blogging and all that stuff, right? But if you pay for traffic, it's of course going to be a lot more, but it saves you a bunch of effort as well. So minimum $20 a month. That's it. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question. And also, what's expected of me? And this is the question. What's expected of me to get to that amount? Of course, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, all you need to do is implement the steps. That's what's expected of you. You need to find a proven system and follow the steps. That's it. It's as simple as that. If you don't implement the steps, you're not going to get the results, right? Number 3, autoresponders. How to set them up and who to use. Now, obviously, due to time purposes, I don't have time to show you in this video. Click here, click there, do that, do that. I have my own products and courses which show you how to do that if you're interested, which you can find the link to in the description below in the YouTube. On the YouTube website, there's a description box in there. If you're on my blog, click on the My Products section at the top of my website. So, with that said, who to use for an autoresponder. I recommend Aweber just because they're very good for beginners. They have a great support system and they will help you with anything that you have any troubles with, and I just recommend them wholeheartedly because I used them in the past before moving over to Infusionsoft due to the extra capabilities I needed for my business. So Aweber is the best one by far. MailChimp is kind of okay. Yes, it's a bit cheaper than Aweber, but you get less features, and of course the deliverability of the emails isn't as good as you would get with Aweber. So for example, what I mean by that is if you were to send an email from your autoresponder account to your subscribers, more of them would reach your subscribers with Aweber than they would with MailChimp. That's just how the deliverability thing works. Same thing with GetResponse. GetResponse is kind of level with Aweber, and iContact is another good one as well. But I find that GetResponse and Aweber are the best ones. My personal favourite is Aweber due to how friendly it is for beginners. So in terms of setting them up, they will guide you through the whole process step by step by step. When you sign up to the service, they'll actually say, okay, step 1, do this, step 2, do that, and they'll be able to help you with that on screen as you do it. Because after all, these people want you to stay as a customer, so they're going to make sure that you know what to do, right? So the other question is, a really good question this is, by the way, so thank you to whoever submitted this one. Now, if you had to put the 7 steps this, 6 steps to do that, and so on, into one sentence, even if it's a very long sentence, how would you describe your approach to successfully achieving financial freedom? That's a great question. So what I would say is, putting this into one super long sentence would be, find a proven system that has already worked for somebody else and many other people, implement it yourself, overcome the challenges that you will inevitably face, because things aren't easy, things aren't going to just magically fall out of the sky into your lap, and persevere through the hardships. And when you get to a certain stage in your business, when you're comfortable, find another challenge for yourself, because then it will give you more motivation to do that. Okay, hopefully that is not too long of a sentence, and hopefully that makes sense, but that's how I would put that across in one sentence, okay? Another question is, why in the UK or any other country is everything in dollars when you buy things or sell things? Why does it have to be in dollars, in US dollars? And that's a great question. Now, I don't really know the specific reason why this is. It's just kind of the norm with most international business in this industry or any kind of information publishing industry. The way I look at it is the US is the largest market, or the largest English-speaking market anyway. So having things in their currency will often mean that you get the bigger slice of the pie, if that makes sense, and everyone else knows about the US dollar, and it's quite a common currency for people to know about. So yes, you could argue that the euro for Europe, that is quite a common currency, but for whatever reason, it's in dollars. That's just how it is. That's how the customers like to pay, and that's how it's best to receive your money. So that's just how it works for me. I would love to get paid in English pounds. That would save me a bunch of money on the currency conversion, but that's just how it is. It's just in dollars. And if you are unsure about how much things cost or how much to charge for your own products, you can use any kind of online currency converter such as xe.com. That's xe.com, and you can just type in a number of the currency and it will convert it into whatever currency you want if you're struggling with that. The final question is, what is the best platform to build an online business? Is it WooCommerce and WordPress or something different? And that's a great question. So the way I do things in my business is I rely on WordPress quite a lot because it is very easy to use, especially for beginners as well. You can just click a few buttons and get some pages or some sort of post online very quickly, and it links all the pages together for you using the menu and all those features as well. So definitely use WordPress for your blog, and then I would recommend using lead pages, which the link to would be somewhere on the screen right now, somewhere there, for lead pages. And that's what I recommend for creating squeeze pages, landing pages, that kind of stuff, because it's so easy to use. I'm not a big techie. I don't know everything about PHP code or all of the weird stuff. I just like to be able to click on a few buttons and be able to create a web page, and that's just how I like it. So I use lead pages. Another good alternative is Optimized Press. There is also ClickFunnels as well, which is slightly more expensive and more for the intermediate to advanced marketer. But for the beginner, it's Optimized Press and lead pages, or either of those would be completely fine, and that will enable you to create the sales funnel pages for actually selling the products that you're promoting, whether it's as an affiliate or your own products as well. So a combination of WordPress and lead pages or Optimized Press with PayPal as your payment processor, or if you want to use something more advanced for your own products, then Samcart is another great alternative as well. So you mentioned WooCommerce. That is okay. I've not used it personally. I find it's more based around e-commerce stores, but yes, you can use it for digital offers. I don't really know how that integrates very well. I haven't used it, so do your own research, but I have heard lots of great things about Samcart, and the whole structure of the order process is very friendly for internet marketers or information publishers or whatever you want to call yourself. It's very good because it has built-in one-click upsells. So a customer can purchase something, you can offer one of your other products to them on the next page saying, thank you for your order, would you also want to consider this as well? It's completely optional, but here's something which may make your experience easier or better in some way. And you can actually save them having to fill in all of their details again and again and again with each of these different upsells you present to them. Hopefully just a maximum of 3. We'll talk about that in a separate video, but don't take the mickey out of people, to put it politely. So you should only do a maximum of 3 at the very maximum, and even then it should be done in a very soft and very gentle way, so you're not hard selling things down people's throats. Okay, so we've gone off a topic there, but I think it's relevant. So in terms of that, use Samcart. Samcart is good. It allows you to have those one-click upsells, which saves people having to enter their details in again and again and again. You just enter, or they enter their details in once, and then they click a button, and it automatically processes the upsell if they click that Add to Cart button, instead of them having to fill in the form again, which is inconvenient to say the least. So that is the 6 questions that I wanted to talk about in this video. As I mentioned before, I will be doing lots of these videos. I will be doing one Q&A video every month. month, just because that gives you guys and girls time to submit your questions, and it enables me to mix things up a little bit with different types of videos as well, which will be coming to you shortly. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, give it a little thumbs up below this video just to let me know that you enjoyed it, and so I can continue making more of them. Also, if you would like to get notified about similar videos like this, hit the subscribe button, which should either be on your screen right now if you're watching on a laptop or desktop computer, or if you're on a mobile device, click in the description once again to subscribe to this channel, because I will be releasing a load of awesome quality videos just like this one, and so maybe some more real life videos as well, you know, me actually working behind the scenes and all that stuff as well. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments as well, and of course if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in future Q&A videos, please let me know by clicking the link in the description for that as well, which is just a link, which is just a box where you can tell me what your questions are. Okay, awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe if you want to receive more of these videos, and I'll speak to you very soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.